Hi, I'm Jackie Isola, pediatric nurse practitioner of pediatric allergy at Johns Hopkins.
And I'm Kim Mudd. I'm the nurse manager of the Food Allergy Research Group here at Hopkins. We're going to talk today about doing a tree nut challenge over an allergy clinic with your child.
So one thing to know is that we will be challenging multiple tree nuts at one challenge. The most common tree nuts we're going to challenge are almond, hazelnut, and pine nut, and either cashew and pistachio or walnut and pecan. The reason for that is if we're challenging pecan or walnut, we only have to do one because they're similar proteins and we only need to challenge one to answer the question if your child is allergic or not. Same thing with the cashew and pistachio.
Good, excellent. Texture's always an issue with the tree nuts because they're crunchy and a lot of kids don't like that texture. Sprinkles go a long way in covering the texture. If you want to make a cake or cupcakes or something like that and bring frosting, we can actually mix the nuts with the sprinkles, put them on top of the cupcake or whatever, and use that as the challenge. If we're going to do that, bring everything disassembled. So bring the cupcakes, bring the sprinkles, bring the frosting, and we'll mix things as we go in case they don't like that and or we run into texture issues with the sprinkles. But it's a good idea to have multiple options in case they don't like what we're trying to get them to eat.
And every child is different. I mean, some children may want to have the whole nut. Others may want what we call nut dust, and what we ask you to do is to bring a variety of textures. And then again, there's the nut butters. So if you could do that, bring the nuts, grind up about 1/4 cup of the individual nut into nut dust, and put it into a labeled baggie so we know what is what. Most of the time children are coming in and we're challenging multiple nuts on the same day. And then these are the nut butters. There are several companies that you can order these online. This happens to be the Futter's Nut Butters. There is Blue Organic that you can, Blue Mountain Organic, I think it's called. And then Trader Joe's is actually a good place to buy tree nuts that are not cross-contaminated with peanuts. But again, you always have to read the labels to make sure whatever you're bringing, including the cupcakes and whatnot, is free of your child's other allergens.
You may find that if you run into issues trying to find the nuts, you can actually buy them in the shells, take them home, shuck them at home. Don't bring them in the shells to clinic.
Right, yes.
We don't have anything to get them out of the shells. But that works. You can do that with everything except cashew. You can't buy cashews in the not shucked.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
When you're making the nut dust, what works is to put the nuts in 2 layers of heavy-duty Ziplocs and bang on them with a frying pan or a rolling pin.
Right. Yeah.
It'll chip your counter. You have to be careful.
I
suggest you do this on the floor. And don't overly. If you pound on this, you're going to make butter.
Nut butter.
Yeah, and this is a much better one. So we're looking for something that's not whole but not butter. So there's an in between to be had there.
And then another thing I just wanted to bring up too, these little jars, this size jar the company makes, and they actually sell an allergy pack which will have multiple jars this size.
Oh, of a bunch of different
that's
a pretty good idea. Okay.
So I have had families ask me, is that enough? It's more than enough.
Okay.
Because when we're doing the tree nut challenge, we're going to do small, medium, and large in terms of
the dose.
The dosage.
Oh, okay.
So a small could actually be like the size of this little nut right here. I don't know if you can see that. Or the tip of a little spoon of the nut dust, or the tip of a spoon of the butters, mixed in whatever your child would prefer.
And we can mix it in with pudding. We can mix it again with a frosting idea. Chocolate goes a long way. Everything's good with chocolate on it. Or if your kid likes something more savory, if you want to bring something along the line of spaghetti sauce or taco meat or something like that, we can actually mix that into the taco meat or the spaghetti sauce and then put it on pasta for them. If we're going to do that, again, bring everything separate and let us mix it in clinic so we can control the dose. We do have a microwave so we can warm things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk about our friend Nutella.
Oh, right, the Nutella. This is the yummiest form of hazelnut. that you can bring, as long as your child doesn't have a milk allergy,
Right.
because there is milk protein in this. So we ask that you bring whatever we're challenging, because we do not have any of this stuff in clinic. But Nutella is a really good option.
really
The kids
yummy.
accept it pretty nicely.
That's very nice. They do make, there is a milk-free Nutella-esque hazelnut spread. I think the problem with it is that it is cross-contaminated with other tree nuts, but look around, I've seen it without milk in it, but it, and you know your child's other allergies. Basically what, good label reading, make sure that what we're working with is something that's safe with for your child. Okay, I think that's, I think we're good.
Yeah, okay. So if you have any questions prior to the food challenge, give our office a call.
Thank you.
Thanks.